Guys, I want to show you a huge warning sign coming for Bitcoin based on all of this green candle closes in a row in the monthly time frame, because this is looking very similar to this kind of movement in this case and many others I'm going to be covering in this video. We got the RSI on the weekly time frame hitting numbers which almost every single time indicates at least a 30 to 40% pullback, and Bitcoin is moving like it's forming huge new all-time highs, but for this case it's barely breaking all-time highs the way this is moving. And this same movement usually comes with a huge break above new all-time highs, and so far we have made those same movements but without breaking substantial new all-time highs. Guys, I recommend watching this full video because I'm gonna give you all of the different perspectives. I'm looking at the charts so you can be very prepared to what to expect for Bitcoin and not blindly follow what most people are following, okay? So let's get started, guys. Hi guys, and welcome to Crypto Solutions, here to help you make the best decisions in cryptocurrency and the cryptocurrency technical analysis. So before we get started, guys, as usual, leave a like, comment, and share this YouTube video with your friends. It really helps out the channel each time you subscribe and like this video. It really increases my view count and subscriber count, so I really appreciate your support. And I also appreciate your very great support on my last videos also. And if you need any help navigating the cryptocurrency market almost on a daily basis based on long-term, mid-term, and short-term, you can join my Discord group in the description below, patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and I will be seeing you there right now, guys. And also click the bell notifications to stay ahead in the cryptocurrency market using my cryptocurrency technical analysis YouTube video, guys. And let's get started, guys. So guys, it's been a long time since I haven't covered Bitcoin on my channel here. I usually cover it more in almost in a daily basis on my Discord group. So if you need any almost daily updates, you know where to go on my Discord group, guys, and you will get a lot of value also, guys. So for Bitcoin, well, since it has formed new all-time highs here for Bitcoin, I have been mentioning before for a great place to buy Bitcoin back once we reach this red rectangle boxes. I did mention, technically speaking, if it doesn't break this macro 0.76 Fibonacci tracing, which is, in other words, breaking below $38,948.92, then don't expect, technically speaking, for a retest around here. My expectation was that we were going to go here, but technically speaking, it didn't break the support, which I also mentioned alongside with my expectations. So Bitcoin went higher, okay? So I'm using probabilities. This is the first time Bitcoin breaks new all-time highs before the Bitcoin halving, and there's no way to predict that. So that was based on my expectation to retest here, as we have been doing for 15 years now since the Bitcoin's existence. But we have a very great thing that already happened, guys, and it is this huge falling wedge I have been mentioning for more than a year now, and it is coming to the support, resistance support, and I have been mentioning that once we break above this, technically speaking, expect for a completion of the target out of this falling wedge around the previous all-time highs for Bitcoin. And we got that. So that happened exactly as predicted, guys. So I'm going to give you a clip right here when I first mentioned that, guys. And also, if we go here, the Bitcoin price right here, looking at the huge falling wedge scenario right here, then the price target for the huge falling wedge would be, remember, guys, all the way up around its previous all-time high, which will be around $69,250. So yeah, guys, that went exactly as predicted. So very beautiful, guys. So okay, so now what can we expect for Bitcoin? Okay, so Bitcoin has been, of course, pumping very drastically without having a proper pullback, and that's not a great sign, guys, because I know it's very great to see Bitcoin heading to the upside very fast, but at the same time, guys, you have to take into consideration that if Bitcoin is pumping this hard before the Bitcoin halving, in my opinion, it's not a great sign, because if this is the first time Bitcoin is breaking new all-time highs before the Bitcoin halving, it means that, like a lot of people like to say, we're in uncharted territories to some extent, okay? And the bad thing about that is, if this is the first time that Bitcoin breaks new all-time highs as early as it's doing right now, it means that there's also a great chance that this is the first time, potentially, that Bitcoin can be ending the cycle even earlier, okay? Because the faster you try to complete the cycle, the faster it will end. It makes sense, you know? So if you try breaking up, moving like you're already making new all-time highs without even having a break, okay? And what I mean by that is, since around 28,000, Bitcoin hasn't taken a decent break, okay? So literally from 28,000, it has been going up and up and up, consolidation without having a decent pullback, and then keeps going up and then going up like this, and then starts to break new all-time highs. That's not good to see, guys, because it means that since Bitcoin already pumped from here without having some breaks along the way, and this is not enough of a break, okay? Even if it's consolidation, it's not enough to give it a decent break to then keep going higher without having some interruptions. And this is what I have been mentioning on my Discord group, that I don't expect Bitcoin to keep going higher like this in a very typical fashion, because usually when we break new all-time highs, we usually break them in a very strong uptrend, in a very strong manner, as we have done in the past right here. Once we break above here, it keeps pumping very, very drastically, okay? And here we're having a rejection coming with this previous all-time highs. And the reason why is because, one, Bitcoin hasn't gotten a decent break since 28,000, okay? And that's a one factor to it. Second, if we go to the monthly time frame, guys, Bitcoin has closed, okay, I'm gonna mark it out here, has so far closed 6 months in the green in a row. I mean, that's a lot, guys. And now potentially we're gonna close the 7th month in a row in the green, and that's not a great sign if you're looking for more upside. This means that almost with a guarantee we're gonna see a cool off and very likely a pullback, okay? Because I'm going to be showing you guys what I mean by this, okay? So I'm gonna remove this just a second here, and I'm gonna show you guys all of the previous instances in which Bitcoin has performed 6 green monthly candle closes in a row, and even 7, okay? So the last time that Bitcoin performed a similar kind of movement was here on the previous cycle. And we can see here that Bitcoin closed 6 green monthly body candle closes in a row, 6, and then had a huge pullback to the downside, which was around a 50% pullback, okay? It was around here, 55% pullback, okay? And if we go here to this recovery, we can see that Bitcoin closed 5 monthly green monthly body candle closes in a row, and then we have a decent pullback from here to here, 54%. You see the pattern here? We already have 2, okay? The previous cycle, we go here, we have 1, 2, 3 pullback. This one, look at this one. This one lasted 5, another 5 months in a row. And this monthly, the next monthly body candle close, look at this. It pulled back 40%. 40% after 5 months in a row. 5 months in a row here, and 50% pullback. 5 months in a row here, 50% pullback. So we already have 3 examples of 50% pullbacks of almost 50% pullbacks coming after a 5-month rally. 5 green monthly body candle closes in a row. And Remember guys, this is in middle of a huge break above previous all-time highs, and still Bitcoin can pull back 40 to 50%, okay? And this is just using this as samples. We're not done yet, okay? Here we can see 4 monthly body candle closes in a row in the green side, and then a red candle close. And this was another decent pullback. This red candle gave us 35% pullback. 35, okay? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, pullback, 1, 2, 3, pullback. So you can see how it's not that common to see 5 monthly body candle closes in a row. And to make it even more rare, 6 and 7 are almost non-existent so far, okay? Here, we have 5 monthly body candle closes in a row, okay? And then we got, look at that, 63% pullback. You see the pattern, guys? We already have 3 examples indicating 5 monthly green body candle closes in a row indicates so far 100% accuracy, minimum of 50% pullback so far. Also guys, here I have been taking some great profits here for Algorand, ICP, Dogecoin, it's VGH bar. So I have been making 100% profits here in Algorand, 128% profits, and let's H bar 6.40% profits here. IOTA 92.20% profits here for XLM, 15.80% profits. Sandbots 92% profits for XDC, some 15% profit. ICP 54% profits, and yeah, Caspot 37% profits, and so on, guys. Illuvium around 73% profits. Here are the Bitcoin updates. I give you a text and photo format you can follow here, and you can see my updates here for Bitcoin and what I'm looking at. On my last trades for my midterm personal trading opportunities, I made around 154% profits for data. Illuvium around 65% profits here. For Algorand around 92% profits. For Sandbots 174% profits. For Decentraland around 149% profits, and so on, guys. With data I made around 1,099% profits also. And so if you need help, guys, navigating this cryptocurrency market, you can join my Discord group in the description below. So just go to the link on the bottom right corner, which states patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and you will get very, very great value from what I'm offering also and from what I'm delivering. So you get to see what cryptocurrencies I'm holding, when I'm buying and selling on the long-term trading opportunities, midterm trading opportunities, short-term trading opportunities. And also, guys, I update almost in a weekly basis in a video format around 5 cryptocurrencies per update, covering cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, XRP, Data, T-Fuel, Myria, and many more. So yeah, guys, I will be seeing you in my Discord group right now, guys. Okay, here again the same thing. Look at this. This one was 6. Okay, we have the first 6 green monthly body candle closes in a row. Okay, and what do we get? Okay, if we count the wick, it's very harsh. I mean, 70%. But if you want to just count the next one here, okay, still look at that, 43%. I mean, it's insane. It's insane how how consistent this is. Look at this. 7, the first 7 green monthly body candle closes in a row, and this one led into a 25% pullback. Okay, but again, this 7 monthly body candle closes in a row happened without a substantial pump. It was a recovery. It's not the same where you're having this massive movements, okay? And this was mostly a recovery, but still gave you a 25% pullback, okay? Here, 1, 2, 3, huge pullback. Here, we're gonna, again, count this one. 5 monthly body candle closes in a row. The next candle, 27% pullback. Okay, so far this is the lowest pullback ever after 5 consecutive green monthly body candle closes in a row. Okay, 27% pullback. Okay, and this doesn't count because there weren't many exchanges back then. This is 2010 territory. But still, if you want to count that, let's go here. Even here, 7 monthly, oh my gosh, 7 consecutive green monthly body candle closes in a row. Okay, this is the second one, technically speaking. Okay, and easily I can say I will not count this one. Okay, but just for the extreme scenario, I will count this one. Okay, this is the second time that it happened, and now guys, we're about to close 7 monthly green candle closes in a row. Okay, and so far, based on history, when we have 7 green monthly body candle closes in a row, we expect with 100% accuracy at this moment. It doesn't mean it can't be broken, but so far history has told us every single time we have 7 green monthly body candle closes in a row, we expect at least a red monthly body candle close the next month. Okay, and that would be April, in middle of the Bitcoin halving, which is very, very interesting. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so that is my very strong reasoning why I'm expecting for Bitcoin to close a red monthly body candle close for April 2024. Okay, and so far it has 100% accuracy. It doesn't mean it will be 100% accuracy forever, but it does indicate a very strong sign we're going to see a pullback. Okay, and if we combine that with the fact that we're having also the weekly RSI coming in. So guys, now I'm going to be covering the weekly RSI, which is also a very interesting concept right here. Okay, the reason why I want to cover this is the following. Okay, almost every single time we reach these levels of RSI, okay, so far it has peaked at 88 RSI, which is this peak. Okay, history tells us almost every single time we hit around those 88 RSIs, we expect 40% pullbacks. Okay, and here guys, last time that happened was here. Okay, was this peak right here, and we had a 30% pullback on this one. Even reached 95 RSI. Okay, and again, this was breaking substantial all-time highs. Here we got 88 RSI on this peak right here. Okay, it is here. Boom, 26% pullback. Okay, but the interesting pattern is we had a peak, another peak, and then huge pullback because of the bearish divergences. Okay, then we go back here on the previous cycle. Okay, even here, an 80 RSI on the weekly time frame is also substantial, even on the previous cycles. Like here, give you a little pullback of 17%, which was 80 RSI pullback. Next peak was here, around here, which gave you another pullback of 53%. Okay, and again, that's also in combination with the consecutive monthly body candle closes in a row in the green side. Okay, so, and if we go here, we can do the same, guys. I mean, we can go over and over again the reasons why. Once we reach around that 90 RSI, we had a huge 44% pullback. Here we reached 84. Okay, and this is this peak. Okay, again, it looks tiny, but if you measure it, look at that, 30% pullback. Okay, again, this peak, another this is just using 81 RSI, guys. Okay, just 81. Look at that. Boom, 40% pullback. Insane. 40% pullback, guys. And again, this is in middle of Bitcoin breaking substantial all-time highs, and you still have those huge pullbacks. They're very drastic, but again, very quick. Okay, And again, you go here. Yeah, that's the same one. And then here, boom. We have 90 RSI here on the weekly time frame. Boom, huge. Look at that, almost 40% pullback. And you can go over and over again, guys. Here, this was also a high RSI level, 88. Look at that, and boom, 36% pullback here, 80 RSI here, and again in middle of having a rejection on the all-time highs, 33% pullback. So those are not tiny pullbacks, guys. And the funny thing is, Bitcoin is not even very close to getting to those full 30 to 40% pullbacks. We're having very, very kind pullbacks. Let's just put it like that. And again, here, guys, 85 RSI here, okay? Here, look at that, boom, 40% pullback. So if we go over and over again, once we reach those 88 RSI levels, we get huge pullbacks, as you can see there, okay? And right now, this is how strong Bitcoin is treating most people right now. This is how kind Bitcoin is treating most people right now, because here we reached a 83 RSI, okay, here, and Bitcoin pulled back at 10%. Okay, and if you want to count this peak also, which is the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, well, that gave you here a 21% pullback, which is a little decent, okay, a little decent compared to previous history, okay. Here we peaked at 88 RSI, and look at this. So far we have had a 17% pullback, which is, yeah, very generous. If we pull back at 25%, that will give you 54,000. If we give you a 30%, that's 51,000. And if it wants to complete a 40% pullback, I mean, that's 44,000, guys. Okay, I'm just putting this different perspectives because, again, we're very overheated, and I know we have been overheated since here and here, but it doesn't mean it can keep going like this forever. It will definitely have a substantial pullback. And right now, guys, the most great thing that Bitcoin can do right now will be having a pullback, because again, if Bitcoin keeps going up like this, doesn't cool off, this cycle will end up being a very short one, okay? As the first one to go as fast to new all-time highs can be the first one also to go as fast as ending the cycle very early, okay? And we don't want that. We want Bitcoin to have a proper pullback, to have more space to go to the upside, because again, if the cycle is short, then it means that Bitcoin has less time for more people to invest in. But the longer the Bitcoin cycle goes, the more time Bitcoin has for more people to invest in Bitcoin, hence the price going higher, okay? And again, also, if Bitcoin doesn't have enough time for most people to invest in Bitcoin, you have less gains for Bitcoin. And if you have less gains for Bitcoin, you have less gains for altcoins, because most of the liquidity of the altcoins comes from Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin has less gains, altcoins will have less gains, okay? And if Bitcoin has more gains, then altcoins will have more gains. That's how it goes, you know? So that's why it would be great for Bitcoin to have a pullback from here, okay? Those are the two scenarios, okay? Bitcoin keeps going up like this, cycle will be very short, okay? Bitcoin pulls back from here, the cycle will be longer and means more gains for Bitcoin / more gains for altcoins, okay? So that's what I am seeing for Bitcoin, okay? And that's what I'm seeing based on previous history and using technical analysis, which is that's what technical analysis is, using previous history to predict future outcomes, which happen to work most of the times because this market is run by technical analysis. That I have already proven this on my previous Bitcoin videos and other altcoin videos. Okay, so if you want to see more about that, you can definitely search my previous Bitcoin videos and also my other altcoin videos. Okay, so right here, guys, what do I expect for Bitcoin? Well, in my opinion, I expect Bitcoin to pull back very soon from here. Okay, maximum would be April. Okay, I see April 2024 at least a red month. I don't have the exact measurements of how much it's going to pull back, but based on history, okay, based on the averages, I would expect a 25 to 40% pullback for Bitcoin in between, historically speaking, in April. And if Bitcoin happens to also make a first time having 8 green monthly body candle closes in a row, then May will be the pullback month, okay? So in my opinion, April will be the month we're gonna expect a huge pullback for Bitcoin. In my perspective, technically speaking, also we expect that. So it's, my opinion is based on also the technicals for this case also, okay? So, and also guys, I want to mention another thing. If we pull up the moving averages, okay, on the monthly time frame, also Bitcoin likes to use this 8 simple moving average on the monthly time frame as support to keep bouncing to make new all-time highs, okay? Uses this as support to keep going higher. If we go to previous history, Bitcoin tends to do that. And Bitcoin doesn't like to be overextended above this yellow line for a long time. I mean, the evidence is here. You can see it. The Bitcoin price remained above this yellow line for 5 months and the 6 month retest, okay? And here, all this touches 1 and then boom, retest. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 retest. And here, when we're breaking all-time highs, and for this case, the Bitcoin price took 7 months to retest that 8 simple moving average. Even with all of these new all-time highs, still the price came back to retest that monthly 8 simple moving average. And the same here, okay? Here, the very interesting part about it is, here it took 10 months in a recovery process, and then boom, a retest, okay? Here, from here to here, this one took 18 months. But what I will say about this is the following. You see all those pullbacks? It got very close to touching it, at least, okay? In this instance, so far it hasn't gotten close to even touching that. So that's another thing to keep in mind about that. But still, technically speaking, 18 months, that exception, okay? An exception because, again, even here, we can count from here to here, 7 months retest, okay? So we're seeing in average, the maximum amount of time, 5 to 7 months in average, can stay above the yellow line without retesting it, okay? And here, again, for another 5 months, here, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then here 3. So it's very consistent, as you can see here, even with these previous market caps here, okay? So, and the previous market caps were very bullish also, were more bullish than here. So yeah, guys, I'm expecting a pullback, and my zone to buy very heavy the altcoin market would be once we retest this 21 simple moving average on the weekly time frame, okay? Because that's another warning sign. We have so far 23 weeks without retesting that 21 simple moving average on the weekly time frame. And usually, guys, we like to see a retest also on that 21 simple moving average as support to keep going higher, okay? As we can see here, we eventually retest that light blue line here. And the very interesting part about this is once we break new all-time highs, last time it touched that light blue line, it broke new all-time highs with 12 weeks without retesting that light blue line. And then it got retested 33 weeks after that. Boom, retest, okay? And here, on the previous cycle, we can see here on the 21 simple moving average on the weekly time frame, the last time that it got touched was here. And oh no, wait. Look at this, guys. Boom. From here to here, 22 weeks, boom, retest. And then when it made those substantial new all-time highs, it was 5 weeks above that light blue line, which is very healthy, okay? And here, even with 15 weeks, it got very close to retesting that, and then went higher, got very close to touching it, went far much higher, and finally, once it touched that light blue line, 45 weeks have passed by. But the very big difference is the price was very close. Here, the price is not even close, and we already have 23 weeks without touching that simple moving average, which is another sign of Bitcoin being overheated. So, in my opinion, if I were to buy more heavily in altcoins, I already bought all the altcoins I wanted to buy, so I'm already all in before this new all-time highs happened for Bitcoin, so I'm very good to go. But if I were to buy for a second time a very heavy bag, in my opinion, not financial advice, okay? This whole video is not financial advice. This whole video is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only, okay, guys? Because again, I'm just showing you, technically speaking, what history shows us, my opinion, and what I'm expecting, okay? I just want to give you this information so you can make your own decisions and not be blinded by just overly bullishness or overly bearishness, okay? I'm trying to keep it as neutral as possible. And also, I'm just, in summary, showing you a lot of information here, okay? So, yeah, guys, based on Bitcoin, even here, guys, okay, this 8 simple moving average in the weekly time frame, we have 7 weeks without retesting that yellow line. So that would be my next target in the short term, okay? We can expect a retest on that 8 simple moving average on the weekly time frame, okay? Because usually, guys, okay, this is a very great tip for you all, okay? This is very great advice, I would say. So, usually, technically speaking, if the price is above an 8 simple moving average, usually, when the price overextends and takes some time to retest the line, usually, in this example, we have the 8 simple moving average on the weekly time frame. Most of the times, when we have the price going above, in this case, the 8 simple moving average, we expect every 8 candle closes to retest that yellow line, okay? And if the price is above the line itself, we can expect after 8 candle closes a retest very soon to that level. And in the case of an exception, we double that number, which will be 16. And the maximum amount of time that we can expect for the price to retest with a very high certainty would be 16. So in this case, Bitcoin will retest this yellow line in around 8 weeks. It can be here or next week. And the longer it takes, the more likely it is to retest that line. So in this case, if it's 8 and still keeps going higher, then the maximum would be 16. And the same with 21 would be 42, 50, 100, and so on, okay? Here, 16 will give us before May 27, 2024 to retest this yellow line, okay? And yeah, but in summary, a retest of this yellow line will be expected, very likely, and eventually we're gonna retest this 21 simple moving average in the weekly time frame, which is right now at around $48,902.60. Okay, that's my expectation. My expectation, okay, would be a retest eventually to this 21 simple moving average on the weekly time frame. And retesting this macro 0.76 Fibonacci tracing, $50,085.59 would be also a very great place to buy the dip. Okay, in my opinion, not financial advice, that's what I'm going to do. If it happens, when it happens, okay? But I'm just telling you what to most likely expect. So as you can see here, guys, Bitcoin also, once we break above that last confirmation of the macro 0.76 Fibonacci tracing, as I like to say, and I have already mentioned this a lot of times in the past on my previous videos on in most of my cryptocurrency technical analysis YouTube videos. Here, once we break above this last confirmation 0.76 Fibonacci tracing, we usually see new all-time highs. We saw usually I like to wait 1 to 2 weeks of the price itself breaking above that last confirmation, 1 to 2 weeks above, and that's where, okay, technically speaking, we expect new all-time highs, and that also happened. So it's like as predicted. I did mention that before, I think, and if not, it was on my Discord group in that case. So yeah, guys, here on the short term, let's go here, okay? Let's go to the short term, guys. Let's see here, okay? Let's hide this for just a second here. The moving averages, boom, boom, okay? And here, pullback happened here. So I drew this because if Bitcoin wanted to keep going higher from here, it will have to break above the 0.76 Fibonacci tracing from here, $47,927.24. It didn't, it got rejected, and then boom, went lower. So I'm gonna be deleting that. Just giving you a quick update from the last video in that case. Here we can see Bitcoin completed a target out of this ascending triangle, and then came back here and went higher. Okay, so I'm going to be deleting that. I'm just keeping up with the previous things I have drawn here. Okay, here on the short term, guys. Okay, so we're gonna draw a Fibonacci tracing from here to here. I'm going to put this to the right side, the prices to the right side here. Okay, and if Bitcoin wants to break new all-time highs, guys, from here, Bitcoin will have to break above this local 0.76 Fibonacci tracement. So it will have to break above $70,992.35, okay? And so far, we're having a lot of rejections coming for Bitcoin. We have a pullback, we have a pump, we broke above the 0.618 and 0.65 Fibonacci tracement, and then we got rejected on the local 0.76 Fibonacci traces. So we have a rejection here, 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 okay? Rejection, 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 rejection. And also, when this rejection happened, a pullback happened, retested this local 0.618 Fibonacci tracing, then pumped. We slightly closed one daily body candle close above here. And so what I would like to see for more upside in the daily time frame, technically speaking, to go and form new all-time highs, Bitcoin will have to close 2 to 4 daily body candle closes above this 0.76 Fibonacci tracement, or in the weekly time frame, wait for 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes above here, okay? And that will indicate more upside and breaking new all-time highs, technically speaking, okay? If we go to the 12-hour time frame, we have some interesting patterns happening, okay? So we have an inverse head and shoulders happening here, which already broke out and retested here. And so far, it is consolidating right now. So if we want to have a neckline, the neckline would be here. boom, and there. Here will be the last confirmation, okay? And as you can see, resistance, resistance, breaking above, support, and going higher from here, okay? And the technical target out of that inverse head and shoulders would be the following, okay? Would be around here, okay? It's around here, okay? I'm gonna, there, boom, beautiful. So this would be the target, technically speaking, okay? Let's see. Ah, come on. This horizontal ray here, beautiful, okay? I'm gonna make it orange, boom, 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 and there, okay? And the percentage move, if you traded that, that would be around 10% move. And the other very interesting thing we have also, guys, is on the 4-hour time frame also has a inverse head and shoulders, but at the same time this has a W pattern, guys. So it's very interesting because if you go here, boom, this is the neckline, technically speaking, and you have the target here, put it like this, and boom, that will give you almost the same target as the inverse head and shoulders in the 12-hour time frame. That will give you, okay, that will give you $74,506.20, okay? Here, boom, that would be a 9% move from here, okay? So it can be counted the same anyways, because at the same time also the 4-hour time frame has an inverse head and shoulders, so it's the same, you know, it's almost the same in other words, but be aware of that. Those are the patterns right now in play, which has already broken out very bullishly from there. And right now, if Bitcoin wants to turn bearish, well, these are the confirmations. We're going to see here, we're going to look at market structure here. Technically speaking, if Bitcoin breaks below $66,386.11, that means that this would turn into bearish market structure. And what I mean by that is the following. So Bitcoin was forming lower highs here, okay, and lower lows. And here, once it broke here, it broke this downtrend on the 4-hour time frame, which is bullish, and then we expect a pullback to those levels, which happened here. So far we have bounced from there, here, and so far this counts this mini range here. Let's see, I'm gonna make it just a very quick here, okay, just for sample purposes here. But the point is, here, technically speaking, if it breaks this low, which is this wick here, okay, higher high, if it breaks this higher low, that's where you're gonna have a trend change, where you're gonna see a break below, okay? It has to be a 4-hourly body candle close below, not a wick, a 4-hourly body candle close. And then once we break that, we see a bounce. And if it doesn't break this lower high, which will be around here, depending on what I'm seeing here, right now will be this, then it will keep going like this until it breaks one of these higher lows, or it would just keep forming new lower lows and new lower highs, okay? This is very, very into the future, but I'm just preparing you for all of those scenarios, okay? And the technical target will be here, okay, here. That would be the break of market structure. I'm gonna put it here, 4-hour bearish reversal, okay, there and there, okay, beautiful. This will be the line, okay? So right now Bitcoin is getting rejected here on the 0.76 Fibonacci retracement. So it closed above, but you see 1, 2, then boom, the third one closed below, and now it's pulling back from there. So if this doesn't hold support, this $70,796.43, then the next support will be at around the local 0.65 Fibonacci tracing $68,947.21. Okay, and also be aware, guys, if Bitcoin can't break above this all-time highs here, then if Bitcoin does something like this, okay, it doesn't matter if it does this or this. If any of those following options happens and Bitcoin loses this local 0.32 Fibonacci tracing, which is around $65,450.77, it means that we're going to have most likely a dead cat bounce, which is going lower than this low. Okay, technically speaking, so it will be going lower than $60,771.32. So technically speaking, as long as Bitcoin doesn't break this local 0.32 Fibonacci retracing $65,450.77, then there's no dead cat bounce. So, and that means that Bitcoin can still keep going higher, technically speaking. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here in the short term, and midterm, and long term. Okay, to summarize everything I have been talking today in this video. Okay, again, my expectation will be a red month for April 2024. If a first time happens, which in this case, if Bitcoin closes 8 green monthly body candle closes in a row, then May will be the red month. But in my opinion, I'm expecting April 2024 to be a red month. Okay, and we can have a strong pullback because, again, the RSI is insane. Right now, it has to cool off. And no matter the buying power the ETF has, the price follows these indicators. Okay? The same happened on all of these previous cycles, guys. Okay? With all of the billionaires, millionaires, multi-billionaires, multi-millionaires, retail, doesn't matter. It does follow these indicators because all of these prices are mostly controlled by algorithms, by big hedge fund managers, which follow all of this. And that's why this tends to repeat most of the times, because that's the rules in technical analysis, which governs the almost every single chart you can think of. Okay, not everyone, not every single chart, but almost every one of them, which has sophisticated investors. Again, 88 RSI. Right now we're at around 85 RSI. Historically speaking, we expect 25 to 40% pullbacks. So that means 25% pullback from here will give you 54,000, around 54,000. 40% would be 44,000, around 44,000. Okay, so that would be the range I would be looking to buy heavily. Another dip if I want to, because I'm already all in, but I still have some extra money I can invest when that dip occurs. Okay, and if Bitcoin keeps going higher like this, I will keep taking more profits on my altcoins, because again, if Bitcoin pulls back heavily, altcoins are gonna get crushed. So I'm already taking a lot of profits. Okay, from here to here to here on my altcoins. So I'm very good to go. I have been making a lot of money with all of this Bitcoin pumps. So still, if it goes down, if Bitcoin wants to keep going higher, I will keep making more money anyways because of my altcoins. And if Bitcoin pulls back, I'm gonna buy even more altcoins, and I will make more money on the recovery once Bitcoin can take a break from here. Okay, and keep in mind, guys, again, it's very important, guys. 6 green monthly body candle closes in a row. Don't take that lightly. Right now, a lot of people are very, very bullish. They think that this time is different. And most of the times when most people think that this time is different, it ends up being that this time is not different. I mean, yeah, this time it's different in only that Bitcoin has broken all-time high speed for the halving. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin has to go to $100,000 from here without taking a break. So that's what I'm seeing, guys. Okay, and that's what charts are saying. I follow the charts. I don't follow most people's opinions. I use them as another indicator for for top signals. And right now, most people are sounding like top signals. At least a local top. I'm not saying it will be the top of the cycle, but it will be a local top. Okay. And yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing so far for Bitcoin. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. I really, really appreciate your support. Leave a like, comment, and share this YouTube video with your friends. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Crypto Solutions, if you haven't subscribed yet, guys. And also click the bell notifications to stay ahead in the cryptocurrency market using my cryptocurrency technical analysis YouTube video, guys. And also, guys, thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. Have a nice day, guys. Take care, guys, and peace out, guys.